What's your plans?
Well, this has been like since I've been up here. I've actually decided that this is my year of giving back. That's why I've started to volunteer. And it's also given me like it's let me see a lot. Like let me find out more about what makes Sydney tick. So I'm talking to the people that have been here a long time, have a real interest in helping people around here.
So what about Sydney? What do you think about Sydney?
Sydney just seems to be like Sydney's opened my eyes. There's you can find any little niche here in Sydney. So yeah, anything that you're interested in, Sydney seems to be the place to be.
Okay, and you do like volunteer for the events?
Yeah, so I volunteer at a few different events. So it could be sporting events, it could be entertainment events. I tend to volunteer to things that I have an interest in. Oh well, that's the only way to volunteer. You have to have an interest in something, or else the volunteer work will be boring for you, or you won't enjoy it, and you probably won't do it again.
Okay, yeah. So you drive around the city quite a bit, don't you? And you get to experience a little bit of the different cultures.
I tend to walk. I don't have any time frames here. I don't have. I'm only new here in Sydney, so I don't have. I tend to walk things, and I think I enjoy things more that way. Interesting too.
It's all new and interesting.
Yeah.
And how you're saying Auburn? Auburn's like the centre of the Middle East, you think?
Oh, yeah, Auburn. Well, I've never been to. I've never seen that. I'm not sure about the script, but I've never seen that sort of Middle Eastern script on street signs before, or on signs before, and I've seen it in Auburn. I have seen like different script used in Chinatown where they've got Chinese characters and things like that, but I've never seen anything outside of Chinese characters in another suburb or anything. And I saw that in Auburn.
What other religious festivals have you been to?
Sorry?
Religious festivals have you been to?
Oh, well, there was the Colour Festival. I'm not sure about why, but the Indians or some sort of culture, I don't know, has a colour festival where they praise colour, and they have colour fights, so they throw powdered colour around and people just get messed up and colourful. I'm not really sure about the significance, but I did get to enjoy the food and the atmosphere.
What advice would you give to a person arriving in Sydney and they would like to experience a bit of multicultural?
Well, I think like one of the greatest hubs for multiculturalism, and it is only one culture, is heading to Chinatown. You can head to a few of the food courts and you'll get food experiences that are unique and you wouldn't find in, say, a normal restaurant or anything. They've got a lot of hole-in-the-wall sort of cafe-style places where you can get what I think might be traditional sort of Chinese food. Also, just within the city, there's a lot of events at Tumbalong Park. They could range from it seems to be that every week, or at least every couple of weeks, there's a country celebrating their culture.
Which one have you been to? Which is like you've been to the Brazilian one?
Yeah, went to the Brazilian one. So I went to the Brazilian festival. There was an Indian festival that I went to. I was walking past and there was I think it was quite a small one. I think it was based on the Middle East and Egypt in particular. But it was quite small. But they had camels there.
And what did you think about the Middle Eastern one? Did you like it?
Yeah, well, I thought it was a bit small, and I think the variety of food wasn't great, because they only had falafel. I'm a vegetarian, you see, so all they had for me was so the food was quite limited. The camels was that seemed to be like a really good. Everyone seemed to enjoy a bit of belly dancing as well, so that was interesting.
So what do you think? Do you think the money that the local government spends on multiculturalism events and promoting multiculturalism, do you think it's a good investment?
I think it's a great investment. But not only that, what I've noticed by volunteering as well, there is the sponsor support, there's the government support, but there's also the community support. A lot of these festivals are run by neighbourhood centres or things like that, and rely on donations. So, I've been in a donation team before, and I've seen a lot of people donate, donate what they can. I've seen large sums go, big notes, like say $50 or something like that, and then other smaller sums where people just donate their pocket change. But it seems like everyone is willing to pay for these types of events, and I think I went to the Italian Festival. I didn't spend very long there. What I like most about the Italian Festival is the desserts. I'm a sweet tooth, so I'll go for any dessert. And Italians seem to have they had this semolina cake that was soaked in sugar syrup. Loved it. It was great.
Did you taste anything else at the Italian Festival?
No, I just went for the desserts. The desserts reign king in my family. That's what I like.
And you're at the town hall working as a volunteer?
I've worked at town hall like through Sydney Festival. I'm intending to volunteer at Sydney Festival again this year. It's got a great lineup. There's people returning, but there's also my favourite is I used to work in a very people orientated role. I don't do that anymore, so it's my outlet to talk to people. I like customer service. I like helping people out. This is my chance to help people. Yeah, my job here in Sydney is driving around, so I don't get to spend. I think that's the reason why I walk a lot of places on the weekend. Because I drive so much, I want to sort of take it slower and get to enjoy the places I'm going to.
In regards to promotion of events, what do you think people should do to promote and make people aware of all these new events, the cultural events? Because sometimes there is people complaining that there's not enough promotion.
Well, I think we've got enough flyers and bill posters out there. Just walking through Glebe, I think every single poster's got a bill poster. I think people really have to go out and find it for themselves. We've only got one street press now. We've got a lot of websites that promote that sort of stuff. The Sydney government actually has a very good website to promote. So I think it's well catered in the internet arena. I think if people really want to go to these things, they can find out about it. Really, I think there's enough information out there.
Would you make an effort, like word of mouth, to make people come and enjoy the festivals with you?
I do. I do tell people about it. I also, depending on what it is, I do. But in that regards, I really think that
each person should discover their own thing.
Yeah.
And tell me your full name, please.
Neil Fredericks.
Neil Fredericks. Was it?
Be good for me as well. Not only peaceful, but also sustaining me.
Thank you very much for your time.
No worries.